Hi, Patrick here, part of the Carpe Diem series. So basically we are talking about how to build your mental attitude towards the examination. So today let me just go about a little bit on psychology and science thing, right? Uh, in terms of how the brain thinks or reacts to different situations. So basically when we do things, we do it in two ways. One is implicitly and one is explicitly. Implicitly is when we do things in an automated way. We don't even realize that we're doing it. For example, if you're traveling to the college, you're automatically doing it because you do it every day. I mean, you would not even realize that when did you climb the train or when did you get down once you reach the college. It was very automated, very direct. Or when you're driving to a normal route, it will be automated. I mean, you will not even realize when you press a brake or clutch or whatever it is. It goes very automatic as such. The second is the explicit, where you're aware about what you're doing. I mean, you consciously try to do things because mostly you're doing it for the first time, or there's some new thing that has come up which you're trying to do and go about. For example, if you're traveling and suddenly there's an accident in front of you, you'll be conscious about it. It's a different thing that has come up. So you have brain works in two aspects: implicit and explicit. Normally, what we do is whatever we do explicitly, we try to make it implicit by regular practice or something like that. So when you're practicing, like say cont sums or cat sums, initially when you have a new method, you are consciously trying to solve it. You're explicitly doing it. But over a period of time, as when you practice a lot, you always bring that explicit method to your implicit methods because you've tried it. So next time when you're doing the same sum, you automatically think of that particular way of solving it. And the whole idea comes from explicit to implicit. So we have prepared hard for the cat. And all our methods are there where we have tried to make it implicit. The moment we see in sum, we know how to solve it. But the moment you come under pressure, one, or the moment you lose confidence, second, there are two reasons where your implicit actions can go into explicit actions. That means you automatically become aware about things and your normal shortcut methods may go on to the longer methods that you normally work on, right? So two things which are bad for you for the examination. One is causing stress and pressure, avoid it. Second is complete lack of confidence, avoid it. You need to be confident about yourself and try to avoid stress as far as possible. Okay, that is important if you really want to work on your best footing in the examination. Work on the implicit, work on whatever you have studied so far. You want to put your best footing in the examination. That's what you need to work on, right? And how do you go about it? What is the solution for the same? The solution is think it's not a big deal. I mean, it's just one of the examinations that you're going about. Don't take up stress. Be confident about yourself that you will do your best in the examination no matter what, right? But not a big deal. It's okay. Avoid taking stress. So remember, two things that are bad for your examination: the pressure that can create, or secondly, not being confident about yourself, right? As long as you can work on these two things, your mind will be fit to try and perform your best as far as the examination is concerned. Do that, I'm sure it will help you for it.